Forward. That's it, we're underway in the opening division of the Whytemount sponsored 4-year-old mares Maiden as they make the short run on towards. The first prominent early on is going to be Alabama Way as they got a rise at it, being followed over in second spot by I'm Feeling It. So it's Musty Finn River leads the second running I'm Feeling It as they race on their way towards number 2. They're being followed back in third as they come back into clear view by striking distance, and then not represented in Scarlet de Burleys. Brockton just in behind them, with slightly slow mid-division there. They've been followed next in the field by the two Marys, right in behind them Alabama Way. Get to Marju is last but one, and the overback marker in the air of the race as they turn and make their way on it over number 3. At this point races Bonnie Gold Queen. So heading on their way back up into the home straight for the first time this afternoon. And out front it is Mossy Fen River, who shows the way, being chased in second spot by I'm Feeling It. Third position in behind these for Not Represented, and then Scarlet de Burleys, and just in behind them then races Striking Distance with Brockton behind these. Alabama Way comes next. They're being tracked by the two Marys in the black jacket out wide. Get to Margie is last but one, and Bonnie Queen is last of all. Here's number 4 as they safely rise out over it and make the way on quickly towards fence number 5, last after a couple of more circuits. And Mossy Fen River over in front with the advantage from the second running I'm Feeling It in Bertie Finn. Third position behind these then for Not Represented and Jamie Scallon has Brockton and Troy Welsh towards his inside. They'll be tracked next in the field by Alabama Way and Jack O'Grady. Striking Distance and Ross Sugar just in behind them, being followed next in the field by Scarlet de Burley and Jack Kendrick. The two Marys and Pat King has just two behind, Get to Margie and Shane O'Rourke, and the overback marker is Bonnie Gold and Lee Shanahan. Racing downhill on the way through the gap that's shortly going to bring them back towards their point of departure. And out front with the call, Mossy Fen River under Alan Hardy continues to take the fractions as she has done for the course of the opening mile or so at this point. Being followed back in second spot by I'm Feeling It. Just in behind these then is Not Represented, and they're being followed next in the field by Brockton towards the inside. Alabama Way is just in behind them, further back to find Striking Distance in red and black, being chased by the grey, which is Scarlet de Brise. The two Marys is next, and towards the back of the field they're both Jet to Margie in company with Bonnie Queen as they rise out over fence number 6, which was their first circuit to go, and make the way on around the bend that's going to take them towards number 7 across the bottom end of the track. And out front with the advantage it is Mossy Fen River, comes to it over safely from the second running Not Represented. I'm Feeling It in third, and they're being followed next in the field by Brockton in company with Striking Distance, and further back and behind these to find Alabama Way. Right in behind these then in the black and yellow colours at this point races the two Marys, being followed over by Scarlet de Burley. The two Marys took a chance out over fence number 8. Towards the rear of the field is Bonnie Gold in company with Jet to Marju. Making their way now on the climb that's going to take them back towards the home straight, where fences 9 and 10 await them. The second of which will be 5 fences and all from the finish. And out front it is with the advantage Mossy Fen River from the second running Not Represented, I'm Feeling It, Striking Distance, Alabama Way, Brockton. Right in behind these the two Marys as they rise out over this next one. They've been followed over next in the field by Scarlet de Burleys with Bonnie Queen, and last of all is Jet de Margia. Out over the fence in the last of circuit's time, 6 in the finish this time. They have a mile to race. And out front, Mossy Fen River from in second spot at this point races Not Represented, and they're being followed next in the field by I'm Feeling It as they turn away from us. Being followed then next by Striking Distance with Alabama Way towards the outside in the check colours. Right in behind these then at this point races Brockton, and they in turn have been followed next in the field by Scarlet de Burley, who has the two Marys towards her outside. Further back and behind them to find Bonnie Queen in company with Get to Marju. But all 10 who set out still hold chances. They race downhill. They'll shortly be heading in for the left-handed bend, which will take them into the box straight. And Mossy Fen River still holds the call, bidding to make all. Not Represented towards the outside. I'm Feeling It's in third, and followed in behind by Brockton, and then next up races Striking Distance in company with Alabama Way. Scarlet de Burleys behind them. The two Marys comes next in front to Get to Marju, and last of all is Bonnie Queen. Racing across the bottom on their way towards their 5th last fence and Mossy Fen River over safely from the second running not represented. I'm Feeling It in third from Alabama Way in fourth. Next up and behind these at this point races Striking Distance, and they in turn have been followed by the next one racing, which is Alabama Way, as they make their way on towards the fourth last fence, and out front with the advantage, Mossy Fen River over safely from the second running not represented. Alabama Way, then I'm Feeling It in Striking Distance, being followed by Scarlet de Burley and Brockton, and right in behind these then is Bonnie Queen, and then Jet to Marju clear over the two Marys. Out over what was 3 out and making their climb now back towards home, and it's close to call up front, but this Mossy Fen River still travels okay. They're being followed back in second by Not Represented, and right behind these then races the next one racing, which is Alabama Way, as they swing the bend and straighten on up. They have 2 fences left to jump the opening division of 4-year-old mares, and out front with the advantage it's Mossy Fen River from Alabama Way towards the far side. Right in behind these then is Scarlet de Burley, and they're being followed next to the field by Striking Distance. Here's 2 out. Mossy Fen River over safely from the second running Alabama Way. Back in third behind these then is Striking Distance, but over the last goes Alabama Way with the fraction advantage from Mossy Fen River, who's back in second now. And on the towards the line it's going to be Alabama Way, who's going to see this out for Conor Ryan and Jack O'Grady and win the 4-year-old mares in great style. Second Mossy Fen River, they'll be followed back in third by Striking Distance. Then came Scarlet de Burley, I'm Feeling It, Brockton, and then right behind these Not Represented, and finally the final one to go quite the line was Bonnie Queen, pulling up the home straight, where both Get to Margie and also pulled up the two Marys.